Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Um, it's your boy Banga XXI again tonight, and yeah, I'm actually just I'm back tonight to give you guys the updates and everything about this tournament, ongoing tournament in Chess XXI. Last night we played the first of the quarterfinals, which is Ayomide versus Pedigree, and Pedigree Pedigree won. Yeah, Pedigree won. He won the first game and he drew the second game. So he won with 1.5 points to 0.5 points. And today, we're back for day two, the quarterfinals. We have Jairus versus Ridwan. So far, we have come from 30, well, from 20 down to 13, and now down to the last eight. Although we should say seven now because Alamide is out of the tournament. So, um, I remember I always said Sulaiman Salman Ayedeji, also known as Banga XSI, and my other commentators, Bangola Abdullahi, also known as Abdex. There's Ikupurije Temitokpe, also known as Topper, and Unimodi Sulaiman, also known as Hyrex. Um, say hello to the community, guys. Um,
Good evening, everybody. I am Onimole Suleiman, also known as Daily
I,
Offender, if
oh,
you prefer Hyrex. Yeah.
I'm a big man, and Topper.
Good evening, guys. If you're just meeting me for the first time, my name is Topper, and I'll be the co-host alongside Sulaiman and Cool Boy tonight. So we hope the game is going to be an interesting one, like the previous one was,
Yeah.
and you guys should stay tuned.
Yeah, and by the way, me and Onimode, we are not brothers. His first name is my last name, Sulaiman. So don't get mixed up. I'm Sulaiman Salman. That's my surname. Sulaiman is
Yeah.
my surname.
We are not brothers,
We're
actually,
not
but
brothers.
we're secondary schoolmates.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get into it. So today we have Jairus versus Ridwan. Jairus being the second to qualify, second position in the qualification stage on leeches, and then Ridwan qualified with the playoffs, beating Ruby. Yeah, knocked out Ruby, the only qualifying female in this tournament, and well, yeah, it's hard for us to swallow the pain a bit because we really wanted Ruby to go far, but that's going to be favoritism. Naturally, I wanted the lady to go far, but it's all good. It's all fine. Ridwan is a very good player, and I expect something hot from him. You can see the predictions flowing in. Like almost half of people saying Ridwan is going to win this game. Like, what's even the current poll right now? Current poll is basically
We have four people rooting for
Ridwan
Ridwan,
2-0.
and four people, two people rooting for
Jairus, yeah.
Gyro. Yeah.
Even in those two people, there's only one saying 2-0 and one is saying 1.5 to 0.5. And then four people are saying it's going to end in draw. It's going to end in tie breaks. Okay, so let's just get them to start the game, and then we can start the stream. So, is there anything you guys have to say about last night's game, Pedigree versus Ayomide, before we get to the game? Topper.
No,
Uh, you know, in the game of chess, there always be one winner,
Yeah,
and
and
sometimes the best player might not win,
yeah, it
and
happens.
it happens here.
Yeah,
So we hope the best player wins tonight. Let's
yeah,
let's just focus on tonight's match.
yeah. So, so far on the top part of the brackets, we have a medium pedigree. Pedigree is already in the semi-finals. Now we have Jairus versus Ridwan. We are hoping to see who is going to make it into the semi-final, and whoever wins this match is going to be playing against Pedigree in the semi-final. So in the lower brackets, we have Joshua versus Olewa, which is a game for tomorrow night, and then Mr. Dodds versus Bashir, which is a game for Friday. Among those two matchups, which one are you particularly looking at that is going to be the hottest, or it's going to be like there will be absolute fireworks in that game? Um, Hyrex.
Me personally, I'm looking forward to Mr. Dot's game.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
Yeah.
me
it's good to
personally,
have uh,
I'm sorry I
a brother
interrupted.
in the. Oh, okay, fine, it's fine, it's fine. You can speak.
Yeah, yeah, top right.
Yeah,
Please go on.
yeah. Personally, for me, like I'm actually rooting for Jay Glitz.
This
So for me,
guy's
this game for me is the game I've been actually looking forward to, waiting for Jay Glitz because Jay he's on top form
yeah,
in chess
currently
correct
Jeglis is on top form. So the guys have
on
started
top
their
form.
games actually. They started their game.
Okay.
Yeah, they just started just like now. And Jeglis is spending
Yeah,
up
I
to
think
30 seconds, has not even made the first move. What is going on?
I'm following the game here now.
Uh, um,
Starting.
so we are still waiting for Jeglis to make his first move, and we haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, unlike the previous games where they like go 7 moves under 7 seconds or under like 30 seconds. I think he's taking his time to think. Okay.
To
And he
think
played
open in opening.
yeah, I think he played F4. Reply with E5.
Okay.
He
Oh, is
takes.
this the England Gambit? I think.
Yeah, he's playing a gambit.
Yeah,
Nice one.
I know this Gambit. Okay.
Yeah. This one I think both knights come out and then maybe bishop pins. I think that's how the
Oh no,
line
okay, it's not
works.
England Gambit. I thought it was D4. Okay, it's a different Gambit.
The England gambit goes with
D4, right?
it
Is
is
it E4?
yeah.
E4.
Now his opponent played
E4 to D4. Yeah, exactly. E4. No, that's Scandinavian. So it's D4 E4. Yeah, Scandinavia is E4 to D4.
okay. I think they're both gonna like sacrifice, maybe take the queen out of the game early
Right now,
and play
Jiglit is up
standard.
a pawn. Let's see if the
Or not.
gambited pawn is worth it for Ridwan.
Yeah, the main line, okay. And he did not take. Wow. I don't think that was okay. I love this
And
game.
and
And the fact that they're both
right now, like stock, although it's still very much early in the game, maybe it's an opening error, but then Stockfish is already saying Jiglit is winning by 2.8. That's interesting, man.
yeah, I think from here it's pretty basic.
Because
Where I think Ridwan has to just develop and castle.
the main idea behind the gambit is that you get to develop rapidly, get to develop your pieces rapidly. But then here, this guy,
Okay.
although okay, he has two pieces developed right now, he should have traded off his only developed pieces. But anyways, it's all good.
I think Ridwan needs to develop more instead of attacking.
Ridwan
Yeah.
has three pieces developed already, while Jeglit only has 2 points in the center. So let's see if even with that, still looks winning. Okay.
Okay.
Trying to chase that guy back.
Well, yes,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
that works, but maybe getting your pieces ready for action would have been a better move. Maybe
Yeah.
playing knight to c3 would have been a better option.
Yeah. I feel that too.
Maybe okay,
Okay, I get that now. He wanted to win the pawn, and there's even
but the pawn was still his for taking whenever he wants. That pawn was there for taking.
huh.
I
I
think
see. We have
Jagli just needs to develop. He just needs to develop.
Oh no.
Okay.
I saw something now. Let's see until it's missed. I won't say it, but until it's missed or played, I won't say it. But let's see.
Well, I think for me the position here is pretty basic and solid. Maybe if Black wants to kick the queen out, maybe. But what I want Jairus to play is that knight is just staying back for too long. That knight needs to.
You would have rather him develop
Yeah.
his piece here.
Now,
Yeah, I would have rather him develop his piece.
now that the
So
idea I
now,
was talking about is missed, let me just say it. I was looking at Queen to G7 before when the pawn was on H7. Queen to G7 forks the bishop and the rook. Of obviously this guy now he's playing it, but he can get the rook out of the way, or can he? He's still there actually.
no,
No, he can get the
I
rook
don't
out.
think
He can get the rook out of the way, so he's not there
it's
anymore.
not the rook. The rook is not the problem because he can move the knight away. That's the best move. I don't know. Maybe he sees it because the knight is. It was never a threat in
Okay,
the
it was
first
never a
place.
threat in the. No, it's a threat because if you move the knight away, the bishop falls. It's three pieces that you're like forking right now. It's not just
Is
two.
that what you're actually saying? If okay, let's just
But if it,
let them play the game, and after the game we can analyze.
yeah, that's
But
true. If it
he
was
can't
before,
actually take.
if it was before when the pawn was on, like that's what I'm saying. Before when the pawn was on H7. Right now, if you move the knight away, it's still everything
No,
is
what I'm saying is, regardless of that pawn moving or not, he can't even take the bishop.
okay. Look at this. The pawn being on H7. Knight come like he plays this triple fork now, and then the knight comes to H6 to defend the bishop. Look at the knight is hanging at that point in time because there's nothing defending it. But now, if the knight comes to H6, it's protected by the rook. The knight protects the bishop, and the rook protects the rook. So everything is
I
protected
think
now.
what okay what white okay let's
Although
see.
it
Okay,
doesn't
now,
really.
now he wants. I would have preferred him castle like king side, hitting the pawn. Well, let the game just go on. Let the game just go on
Although
because
yeah,
now I'm just seeing too many options
yeah,
for
too many
white
options.
and the game quickly.
Because if I'm taking the rook is also dangerous because it can trap your queen at that point.
Okay, now I think in this position I would just castle if I was if I was white. Castle king side, get to
Yeah,
king of the center because at this point leaving the king on the center
it's
is
very very risky. Okay,
yeah needed
it
and then
feels like Jeglis is just listening to us because every move
well,
and let's not okay, it's not the yeah the pawn no, it's not under attack because the knight protects it. He has to take down something right now.
now black has a very okay exactly. I saw that move. Takes back,
Then what?
queen takes, queen takes, then he that the bishop on c goes to f4 after this take. It's just it's a solid position for white. White is winning this position.
Yeah, currently White
I
is
said
just
Jiggly's
producing,
is on
and then
top
everybody
form.
is
So
saying Jeglis this Jeglis that.
Jiggly's is on top form. So I
Jeg-
think he's going to find those good moves.
and I trust Jiggly to do one thing. Like after this game on game two, he's not going to risk it. He's just going to play for draw. He's going to annoy Ridwan. He's not going to let him enter. Maybe just close the position down. We'll play a closed game. Like that's Jiggly is also that takes if it was Dotun now, Dotun
Maybe
always want to
maybe maybe,
win
maybe
cleanly.
Jiggly's not taking now. Ooh,
He
are
took
you
the
sure that
rook.
was the best move?
Yeah,
I don't think that was.
actually there's not
Nah,
much
do actually there's no more. But then
there's not much
I think
pieces left to cause damage.
you think
Like there's not much pieces
black
left for the
black can give a check first. Like Gotham will always say, look for checks
look for
first. Look for
checks. Yeah,
checks. So you can give a check, and
king
king
moves.
moves,
Okay,
and he checks again. Okay.
it took the knight.
He did not. He did not. Wait. He said he did not
But
take
this
the
other
pawn.
pawn falls. Okay, it doesn't fall actually. There's the queen.
Can you see a very weak? No, well, not too much. Okay, he found it.
There's that.
He
Yeah, there's
found the
that.
move. There's actually that.
Yeah, once
Queen moves, then queen comes back.
queen's
Obviously,
queen comes back now. Queen can take the pawn on the way now. So that's the thing. Deflection. Wow,
take which
6.0. 6.0. And he has time advantage. He's not taking the pawn. Why?
you can't take the pawn. Which pawn?
Oh yeah, that's true. There's a checkmating threat on the board. I didn't see that.
Take which
That is
pawn?
why. That is why you are rated. That is why you are rated
That's
below
why I
1,000.
see the knife.
Not to mention, okay, look at this guy played a move to stop a checkmating threat. I also threatened his own checkmate. Interesting. Do you see
There's
that?
no checkmate yet.
Yeah,
There's
he
no
has no
check.
check. He has no
There's no. There
checkmate.
is. There is actually.
He
There
threat.
is, there is actually.
He
There is.
stops. He
Yeah,
stops. He stops
There's a
Ridwan's
check.
checkmate,
yeah, yeah.
and he won't threat. He
It's
threatens
a
his
good
own.
move, you know. But I think the best move now is for
Queen.
queen back.
Queen to C7 is a checkmate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Queen
but best
C7.
move now is queen to e7.
I'm interested in
Yeah,
seeing
trade the queens. But if you trade the queens, it's still this
Yeah,
guy that's favoring
how white is going to do.
because you
How
up 5
black is
points of
going to do.
material.
I think best move is e7. Straight or like I'm not even thinking twice. E7, sacrifice the queen and play chess. I don't know.
Play chess.
According to Stockfish, it's winning for white.
Yeah,
But let's
6.1.
see. Let's see what black does. Hope
6.1. And this guy
black
is getting
doesn't
lower on time. He's getting lower on time by the like.
read one, right?
Yeah, Jiglit has time
I think
soon.
I think for me so far this is the best game of the tournament. But like from both opponents giving time for review and time for thinking, you know. I'm gonna say this so far for me, this is the best game of
Wow,
the tournament.
this is just interesting.
Maybe Ridwan has not seen that threat of the meeting one. Maybe because if he actually has, then maybe his best move is just e7. So him not playing that, maybe he's looking for
Okay, he
something.
played
I
E7.
think he's going to resign at this point.
Jiglit
No,
is
he played
definitely
e7.
going to take the queen because I
Yeah,
believe he's
that's
going
the
to
best. Exchange
he
queens.
just exchange
Exchange
because you are
queen.
all
No
5 points of
takes.
material.
Yeah. Then now rook.
Okay,
Okay.
that works. That works.
Yeah, and rook. That works too. Actually, but I would have preferred the more aggressive rook e1.
Okay, attacking the knights directly
Yeah.
and go to the seventh heaven as Gotham will say. Oh,
Rook on. Ooh, you really
Ridwan
want to do
is
that?
Ridwan is basically just helping Jiglit at this point because that's exactly what he wants.
Ah, what is that the best square for that rook?
No,
I
I get
think the
what he's
rook.
trying to do. He just
The
wants to
best,
trade everything. He wants to trade everything. Okay, two things
he
are
wants to trade
ganging up.
everything then.
Two things are ganging up.
I, I'm,
You take right
I
now.
know he's gonna just take. Yeah, obviously he's gonna take.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
yeah, and there's this pawn under attack.
Oh, it's a good game. If I was read one, well, it's not once it's over, but I
It's
think
off. Oh
it's
no, he
it's
left
quite
that.
over
Okay,
now.
yeah, you can take any of the pawns. It's just clean up right now.
Yeah, rook on the seventh works.
And rook on the seventh also work. Then just bring your second rook to the seventh.
In fact, you don't even need to just ignore that knight. The knight is not any threat to you. Just ignore the knight. Rook on the seventh. Finish the game.
Rook on the seventh, and if the other rook block, you take exactly.
Exactly. That's
And
that's
if
that's the best move.
and if the other
King
rook,
moves. King moves, and you just is this the windmill? This is not the windmill tactics. Ooh,
oh, mate in
that's
three.
one. That obviously
That's bad. Go inside and
hit the
yeah,
rook.
hit
Hit
the
the
rook.
rook.
Hit the rook.
Discover check.
Yeah. Win. I love this tactic. I love this tactic.
It's a mate.
Ah, and he's even
Wait,
mating one. Oh
yep.
boy.
Good game. Good
Good
game.
game.
Good game.
Good
Good
game. Good
game.
game.
I like
So
this
the
game.
players have 5 minutes break while we do.
I like the game.
So
I'll go for the review.
while we do the review. Oh, they've started immediately. Anyways, there's no problem. We'll just watch it and do the review afterwards.
Okay. More aggressive this time, eh?
If it was me, if it was me, that was okay. Since he's playing black, so it doesn't really dictate the pace
Okay.
of the game.
I think he's playing the same.
King,
He's
Kings
like
Indian
giving the
defense.
same tactics. Yeah.
I thought he was going to play Kings Indian defense, but right now it's a French defense.
You this. I'm surprised you this 900 player. You just know all these funny
Um,
openings.
I'm a chess.com diamond user. I basically have I have access to all the opening database. Nice. Okay, 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 okay. But connect four.
Wait, which game are you broadcasting? Is it my network that is slow or these guys are playing too fast?
They are playing
Oh,
too fast. They are playing way too fast. On pass. Okay, it's not going to play on person. I was thinking we'll play on person, but that's going to it's going to spoil the
oh,
structure.
why are you taking back with your knight? Taking back to the pawn
He wants to
and give
attack the other
more,
knights.
but then that doesn't do much.
Yeah, he should have taken back with his pawn because he opens up his bishop.
Yeah, take back with the pawn, then castle on queen side. This takes easy. Oh, now he wants the queen sacrifice.
Nah, it's just trading. I get it. I get it.
Uh,
If you can trade the
the
queens
queen trade,
early,
yeah.
it will be difficult for checkmate to happen early on.
Well, it's best to just take. You can just take and just let's go of the queen. After take knight take, then maybe king moves to d2 to prevent the. Ooh, okay.
Wait, what's
He
going
doesn't
on?
want to. He doesn't want to. Simply that.
Exactly. If you want to checkmate in this game, you can't trade queens early. And I like what Jiglet is doing. He knows he has the win. He has the queen.
Yeah, he wants to trade on his
Just
own
want to
time.
trade off. Yeah, I didn't like trading. Yeah, I didn't like trading the knight because it gives white this amount of pawns in the center that they are all connected, and then it's going to be a hard blockade for white. For black
Thing
rather.
is, black still has a solid pawn structure.
But the problem that is going on right now is this guy does not have see this spear. See this spear of punchings. This guy does not have any much pieces developed, and the king is still in the center, so there is
Okay,
problem.
since
The only
we don't want to develop the knight now.
yeah, the only
Pushing that pawn
advantage
means to develop the knight.
okay is the only advantage.
He's the queen. Okay. We prefer something else. Maybe hitting the queen first was a better option because now you can't even give that discovered this thing with the knight again. Okay. Just hit
Okay,
the queen. Hit the queen and ignore this ones first. Oh my god.
just ignore and develop.
In this position, if white should take on c5, if white should take on c5, and maybe
And
black plays
bishop takes, of
takes,
course.
yeah, then you
Bishop
hit the queen first.
with what? Oh, okay, the rook. Yeah,
Like I'm waiting for that move. Like hit the queen first. Let that queen figure something out.
feels like this guy just blundered the pawn. Anyways, I'm thinking too much, Paul. We're thinking it.
Maybe f3 works. Knight to f3.
Okay, knight f3.
Okay.
That's what's.
I still don't know why he's not attacking that queen. That queen is too comfortable in that position.
Okay, castles as well, I guess.
The castles. Maybe take. Maybe d4 takes.
Nah, you
You
wouldn't
can
want to.
even push.
I don't think you want to do that. But now
Now Ridwan
this
can.
this black bishop,
You know,
the dark square bishop,
there's
the dark square bishop on e3 is not happy. Okay.
exactly that move is a very good move. The thing is now white taking is not actually okay. Taking was actually
Yeah, he has given this
now
guy.
he threatens me somewhere now.
Yeah, yeah. If the knights, okay, no, that won't work. Yeah, none of them works yet.
No, pawn can take on d4. Pawn can take on d4. Pawn can attack the queen. There's a lot of option here, but the thing is, let's just wait for them to play their
Let's
game.
see. Let's see what's going to happen. And Jiggly needs to work on his time management. This is getting to 50, almost a minute down on the clock. Okay,
Oh
attacking the base, but that's bad. That is bad. According to Stockfish, that's bad because it's number one, it can be easily protected. I see that because a simple rook move or a
no,
bishop move or
he
anything.
like white has no business with that pawn. Like that pawn is like there's more threat on the other half than worrying about the pawn. Maybe pushing your bishop, maybe g5, maybe knight to g5 two works.
Yeah, knight to g5 works, but then it takes the bishop, and the bishop takes the knight, and that's it. They're happy.
What, what of pawn
Then
to what of pawn to maybe d5 or e5 or d5 or e6?
pawn to
One of
d5.
those should actually do something. Pawn to d5. If takes, then bishop can. Okay, he could not.
Yeah, like I said,
Okay,
he just takes down it takes down the knight, and we're
it just
happy.
takes. Yeah,
And then
take,
bishop takes.
and
Yeah,
then
bishop
bishop
takes
exactly.
bishop.
Bishop
Bishop
takes.
takes bishop.
Yeah, and king takes. King
Yeah, I'm
takes.
taking queen
Pawn
takes
take.
pawn. Queen takes pawn also. Oh
Uh-huh.
no. Oh no
Queen
no no
takes
no.
pawn. e6. Did you guys
E6.
find e6?
Yeah, I see
Did you
e6. E6.
guys?
If
Did you guys
e6. If e6 then
e6?
f6. Then if e6 then
No,
f6.
no, if e6,
Then f6.
then
Oh, there's no
then
check.
c6. No,
No,
then knight c6. Okay. Wait, what just happened?
if e6 then f6. That was what I was thinking. But
Wait, okay, he retreats to protect the. Oh my god.
like I said, Jay Glitz is not interested in playing game. He just wants to draw this. He
Yeah,
doesn't mind
he's
losing
not attacking.
he doesn't mind
He
losing
doesn't
the
want.
pawn. He doesn't mind losing the pawn. Thank you. The game is over, honestly. There is no checkmating the Glitz in this game. There is no checkmating him. There's no checkmating him.
Don't be too sure with this 900 player.
On, no, I know Jiglit's form currently. We all know Jiglit's form currently. There's no checkmating, no queens on the board. No, there's no checkmating him.
Okay. Look,
If queen protects, then rook
something.
attacks, then rook defend, and then what else again?
The thing is, if Jaglit is looking to take that pawn, it's not bad, but then
Then rook attacks.
protecting the you see protecting that pawn is for me
It's
is
waste. It's like
just
wasting time.
yeah, because if you can just trade if it takes you take the other pawn that pass pawn. Now he has the pass pawn.
Exactly, and he puts a rook behind the pass pawn.
Okay?
I'm saying rook to d5.
I'm seeing rook to b1.
Rook to b1. Which rook? Okay, why rook to b1?
Yeah, rook to b1.
No, it's black stone right now.
Okay,
Yeah, it's white. Yeah, white stone right now. Okay.
it's black pawn.
I mean, oh, black
Now
stone rather.
b1 can be played now.
Yeah, blue one is a good move, but then it, It just is a one move stuff because you just push the pawn to b6.
No, look,
Why?
if he had played b1,
Mm.
his own move now would like, okay, now not,
Yeah,
not
then rook to d5. Yeah, rook to d5, rd5, and that pawn is dead. Because how do you want to defend it?
okay. Both players have rooks on the middle. Maybe black, okay, black pushes.
Okay, push now.
That pawn is gone. That pawn is gone. You can play e3 and you're winning that pawn. Rook to e3 and you're winning the pawn.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said for black.
Okay.
If takes, yeah, exactly.
Now,
Takes.
take with the pawn. Take with the pawn, not the bishop.
He might want to take with the bishop and try to scare the rook away, but he just puts the
Now,
rook in
leave
a
the
good
bishop
square.
there. Take with the pawn. That side is already safe. Like, nothing can come down through that side. So, taking with the pawn is better. Taking with the bishop just leaves the two pawn like too far apart. And if you take with the pawn, exactly, you control the f6 square. Okay, good move. King,
This
king
guy is
g3,
so not interested in the distance.
winning the game.
He's not interested in winning the game, honestly.
Okay, that works. Well, I'm still waiting for e3, rook to e3. How will he? How does black respond with to e3? Okay. Okay, now I won't play e3 again. I'll play e4 now.
Rook to e4.
You can play e4 and you can still try bishop
Wait, right now
to g2.
Jiglet is 2 pawns up. He has 1 minute ahead in clock.
What
And
what
stockfish
what
evaluation. What are you trying to?
did he play h1?
Yeah, he played h1, rook h1.
What's the plan?
No, there's basically no plan here. I can't see any reasonable plan.
Ah, he just lost that tempo. I would have played maybe e4 then or e3. Now he's attack. You see, now there's nothing you can do. It takes the check. Okay, okay. It was
Why
the
are you
wrong
taking a
square.
check?
Well, I was in the knight in the other place. Sorry.
Okay. Oh boy.
Okay, he plays. You can just take
If takes, then
and
takes,
expose the
then take.
king. Expose the king. Take with the g pawn. Expose the king. Then move your knight. Oh my god. The thing is, if I'm not playing this game, I might not see any of these things. Though. But now that it's time to analyze,
Yeah,
it feels
exactly.
like
That's how it
the
happens,
thing
man. You'll be seeing
taking
moves.
taking with the taking with the e pawn exposes the king to a check, and then maybe eventually losing the bishop. But taking with the g pawn is, I think, is a better move because if you take with the e pawn, look
You can push.
the rook on e8 here, it just comes down, defended
Yeah.
by the knight, the king. Okay,
Okay.
that's the best move. Take back.
Yeah, take back, of course. But then you're exposing yourself to checks.
You can take back. I don't know. If he doesn't take back, what else can he do? That exactly. You just have to stay on that H file. Living there was
But
actually
doesn't
not a
that
very.
blunder a pawn? Like, he would, if it was me right now, I would even take. Okay, yeah, he has to take with the. Ooh, no.
Well, it's not bad. Maybe G1, then play discover check. Maybe you can play D1. You can play E2. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
E2
what you
works.
play.
Okay,
That's what you
G1
play.
works.
Just don't blunder.
But then
Don't blunder your
with
rook.
E2,
Just don't blunder your rook. Maybe you should play. Yeah,
but then
basically.
what's wrong? What's
Okay.
wrong with E2? Was
E2.
anything wrong with E2?
Basically, there's nothing wrong with E2 because you win the pawn. But it does. But then Jake actually wants you to take the pawn
Why?
because if you take the pawn, you trade a pair of rooks. He knows that you trade a pair of rooks. Like I said, Jake right now is not playing for win. He's just playing for let me just draw this and get out of here.
Both players are actually. This position is
He's winning for
time
Jake.
consuming, I would say.
He's winning for Jake.
Regardless of that, I'm just saying it's like time consuming. You need to like think.
We
I
are not
think
hearing Topper's voice. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, he has
he's
got
analyzing. He's analyzing.
take with the knight or take with the
Knight checks. You don't even need to take. That one is yours. Knight checks. No, sorry, rook checks.
there's no oh yeah, rook check first. Oh no. Okay, he threatens this guy first.
Missed it. Well, the thing is, if you don't sacrifice that rook, he gets a queen. So you have no choice but to just leave that rook there. You can't even move the rook. If you move the rook,
If you move it,
he
he
has a
gets the
queen.
queen.
Maybe
He gets the queen, you
yeah,
trade the
maybe you
rook,
can
and then you lose the rook
maybe you can
eventually.
play bishop to h4, bishop to h4, maybe bishop to f4, bishop to e5, bishop. I just think what he just needs to do is to push that bishop somewhere. Maybe f2. I don't know.
Scratch what I said earlier that Jake is trying to draw. But anyways, this is a winning position. It's not just going to be waiting around. He knows it's a winning position for him. So
Ridwan is low on time. You
exactly,
need to
just
play quick
1 minute.
again.
And then people are betting that Ridwan will win 2. Only one person bets that is going to win one.
F2.
But
Good. Nice move. Check. Rook checks. Rook checks. Okay, he doesn't want to. He goes back.
yeah,
Now white can check the king with g7. And if king takes,
king can't take on g7 now because of the pawn. Okay,
no, I
king
think
takes
check.
pawn. King takes
Yeah,
pawn.
king takes pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're low on time, just give a check and come back and find something else.
There's absolutely
Reroute.
nothing. Okay,
Wow.
it
Okay.
took the pawn. Then just take the rook. Yeah, take the rook. Everything is gone. Oh yeah,
Rook
rook to
takes.
e, rook to e. Yeah, exactly. Rook to e1, and
Take.
then
Take the pawn.
take the pawn. That's the best thing. Just take the pawn.
Take the pawn. You can't let him have a queen. That's just the thing.
But beside
No.
that, it's 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3.
Jake Leeds wins the game.
GG's
It's
to
a
Jake
very
Glitz. GG's to Jake Glitz. So that's it. 2-0 Jake Glitz. Those that said who voted 1-0 for Jake Glitz. Mickey Ace is the only Mickey Ace is the only one that got the prediction right. So let's quickly go for analysis of the two games.
okay.
So
The first game.
I'm going to check the game on the profile now, and then um I'll put it on the screen. So let's see.
Okay, so let's go for analysis. Topper, what do you think? How? What do you think? How did Jake Leeds play? Was it impressive? Was he like? What do you think about the game? Were you expecting something like this to happen in the game? Or were you expecting some kind of better fight from Ridwan?
So We are on
I think
the
something, maybe something is wrong with Topper's mic. I don't know.
so currently we're on the analysis page, and so this is the first game. Jiglitz had a 93.4% accuracy. God, see the game rating. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I only they see that
Alex,
to me. I'm not seeing anything.
oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I know why you're not seeing anything. I'll switch it over for you now. I'll switch it over for you.
You say you play like me.
Can you see it now?
No.
Can you see what?
Woo! Wow. Wow.
93% accuracy, a game rating of 2350.
See, I told you that guy is on
Jiglet
steroids now.
is on crazy form right now. Like I'm just
He's
watching
on steroids.
when people said this. So let's look at the moves. Oh my god, all these moves are book moves. Hmm?
The thing is, both players actually played a very good game.
Yeah, exactly. And then everything just went the way it is, especially these tactics. This what's it called? This is a discover check.
I don't think this is the windmill
No,
tactics.
windmill
The
is when
windmill
there's more.
happens.
When there's more than one piece. But
Windmill happens with the knight, I think.
no, windmill is basically like something like this, except this time around there's more pieces on board. Like let's say there are two rooks now, and then there's a piece at A8. So you know that between the king can only move between B8 and C8. So you just go like if when the king is on C8, you check with the rook. When the king moves to B8 back, you go back and go and pick up something, and then you just keep going going back and forth to be picking something.
Wait. Is Topper trying to talk to us? So I'm not even hearing Topper's voice for it.
Yeah, right now I'm not hearing Topper's voice. Is Topper still in this? Hey Topper. Topper is trying to say something, but
That's the thing.
it's
Let
just
me,
oh,
let
it's
me
just noise. It's just noise that we're hearing. So,
yeah.
but this one is just basic. This tactic is just basic discovered attack, discovered check, and then you wait.
The windmill tactics is when you like,
You just
all
keep
of it
going.
works.
You check. You check with one piece, and when the king moves away, you remove the piece to capture something on the same file,
Mhm.
and then it's still opening up another discover check, and the king moves back to the former position. Then you go back again to check with that piece that you used to capture. The king moves back.
Do you
Then
know?
so it's
Do you
just
know?
king is trapped
In
moving
this
back and
checkmate,
forth.
I was just wondering, like, why is this king not able to escape? I've totally forgotten about
The
the rook on
oh
D1.
yeah, yeah, D rook, he cuts off the entire D
I'm like,
file.
why can't this king escape?
Yeah, you're thinking what of D7, D7, D7. Basically, I was
Yeah,
like D7.
I was looking at I was looking at D7. I'm like,
But then
why can't you go to D7?
I looked down, I saw,
Into
oh, I
escape?
saw the rook. Because me, I always want like, I look at all the squares around the king. Okay, this is covered, that is covered. What about this? Then I was like, oh, yeah, it's covered by the rook. I always get blindsided by rooks sometimes. Like, and that thing annoys me. There was this game I was playing where the game was very close. The guy I was playing was very annoying. The position was very close. And I sacrificed my bishop to open up the position. And then as I sacrificed, it turns out to be a brilliant move actually because I already had all my pieces in that position, just waiting for that position to open. So as I sacrificed, I started bringing my pieces, but I was low on time. So I was pre-moving, and I got to a point I pre-moved mates, but the mate didn't like it didn't click any sound. I was like, and I had 2 seconds left on the call. I was like, so where is the mate? Where is the mate? Where is the mate? Because the king has no moves. And I made one move. I was like, oh, is this place that is left? I just needed to make a queen move or a rook move to deliver checkmate. But I didn't see it within that 2 seconds. I was so annoyed. And I lost on time when I had mate in one. Like I was so pissed off.
Wow.
I had meeting when I lost on time.
Yeah, that since that's why you're still 900. You know,
Actually, like I believed like I already checkmated the king, but then I was like,
the
okay,
king.
I already checkmated my opponent. But I was like, there's one spot. Like when I didn't hear the sound, I was like, so there's one spot still
Yeah,
open.
when you don't hear that sound,
I was
it's
like,
oh my god, you look like
there's one spot
damn
still
fucked
open.
up.
Where is it? Funny thing is, the spot that was open, I had the meeting one after the king moves. I was like, oh, so this is it. But I was not able to play the mates before the time. Let's quickly analyze the second game.
Wait, your lives do they have some sort of like archives?
Everything is on YouTube.
Like after the stream, it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. Everything you can watch everything. I'm even going to make a playlist, but I feel like since this is the only thing that is on the channel, I don't need to make a playlist yet. But if we're about to
Yeah,
start
actually,
another tournament or if I start posting more videos, then so let's check the second game.
JD
Let's check the
percent accurate.
let's check the accuracy of the second game. Let me just switch back to um this.
It says the call is going to end in 14 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be over before it will be over before then. So
Okay, sure.
so oh boy, the second game 93. Oh yeah. I'll get back to that now. I'm trying to check the analysis of the second game. Dismiss, share screen, window. Okay. This is it. Yeah, you can see it now. It's still loading, still on 1%. I'll manage. Okay. Like I said, in the second game, he wasn't trying to checkmate. He even made a blunder. But he had 78.1%. And he wasn't trying to win, he was just trying to like let's just let's just wrap this up and then call it a day. What's going on? Okay. Let's just leave it at this for now. Okay. So we're here. So it wasn't trying to checkmate, it was just he had 7 inaccuracies. He had one blunder and everything. Let's quickly check. What
Is
are
this the
the
second game?
Yeah, the second game, yeah.
What's the rating?
78. Okay, the game rating, let me check that. 1-8 to 1-6. It's still Jiggly that was
The
better.
accuracy.
Yeah.
Okay, 78 to 75.
78% per 75. So 78.1 to 75 points.
Mm.
So everything was just, you see, the inaccuracies are just flying from both players. Everybody are just, and they're playing really, really fast. Yeah, they're all playing really, really fast.
But I won't say I won't say they actually played too fast because they both got into the time scramble. Okay, not really a time scramble, but they
This
played well. Okay, now go back. Find e5. Find e6 in this position. Go back.
wait, this allow. Let's see, show fork. Oh yeah, E6.
See, I was telling you that e6 then was just one. I just knew there was something there.
What was the idea? Let me hide. So E6. After E6, what's next?
E6,
If it definitely can't take because I'll be meeting one.
e6, g5.
Okay.
You've passed the position.
Yeah. No, it's
Try and go back to that position where I say you should find e6. E6 here.
yeah, this is it. This is the position. So E6, what's the idea? Like after, like I saw what chess.com
Are you
did
sure
now.
this is e6?
Like here now, like
No, not yet. Go back.
He didn't play e6 actually. He played queen, and that was also a blunder. E6. What's the idea?
Of e6 there.
Yeah, like I know he can't. Like I know they can't play f takes c6. Like Jiggly can't play f takes c6 because that'll be mating one by queen takes rook. So what is the idea? Like he just goes back with his queen to attack it or something.
That's if white had played sorry had played e6. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah. So what is like the basic idea here? Like
Okay. What me I'm saying now is if e6
I guess then queen takes no.
it can be queen take.
So what's the idea? Like after e6, let's say please
After e6 now, queen takes obviously in this position, right? Because
wait, let's see.
e6, no, go back, not here.
I'm looking at computer follow up actually. So I'll
Okay.
go back now. So after e6,
In this position where the queen was not there. That's the thing. You're even confusing me with the moves. Like, is this a computer position or this is the normal this thing?
why is this thing showing me inaccuracies when there are better moves to play? But anyways, why is it assuming the opponent is going to play only? You even myself, I was saying just take the pawn. But that's the best thing. Anyways,
Wait, what I'm saying. Oh,
what do you
what's
want?
wrong with this?
What do you want me to show you right now? The call almost ends. It will soon end.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
let's
that's
quickly
it.
wrap it
That's
up.
the thing. I really want to analyze that e6 position because what I was seeing there was
Okay, okay. So e6. What's the best move for Jiglit here? After you can see my screen, right?
mhm.
So what's the best move for Jiglit here?
If e6,
Yeah.
then knight c6. Knight
Okay.
c6 is best.
Knight
Then if
c6.
knight
Okay, no,
c6,
this is not knight c6. This
yes,
is knight
knight
c6.
c6, yeah.
So
Then pawn push. Pawn push. You
pawn
can't take.
push.
You can't take.
Why?
Pawn push. Yeah, that e6 that you push now e7. Now what's the best move? The best move is what? You see attacking the bishop
Attacking the bishop.
and you're going to take
But
the knight.
you take with queen, then queen takes.
When he takes back, then you take with the bishop.
You take
Sacrifice the bishop.
wow.
Exactly.
You can't take
So
bats.
that position,
Oh wow,
he
wow.
can't even take back.
Because if you
So you see, so that e6, I just figured there was. So now, if he can't take back from here, I'm not even saying anything again. If he takes that a blunder,
no, it's actually the best. But
the best.
yeah.
Stockfish says the best.
Stockfish now say trade queens after everything. Like seriously, are you whining me?
What I would have played, go back.
So after
Or
sacrificing,
okay, take. You see, after you take,
Mhm.
play,
After
play, play, play rook to f3 first. Play rook f3.
okay, rook
What does it
f3.
say?
That's a blunder. Free rook.
No, okay, play f4. Play f4. Play f4. Rook f4.
Still free rook. There's a rook at the
No,
back.
play rook f4. No, it's not. Just play f4.
Okay. Oh, I get your points, but it still doesn't. Oh God! A
If
brilliant
f4,
move,
queen,
guy.
queen checks, queen have,
You found
queen,
two
queen, queen
brilliant
checks.
moves. You found two brilliant moves in this position. How? I did it. I did it
See,
within
that's
minutes.
the if you're analyzing the game, I see things. But when you're playing that game, you're not seeing nothing.
So if queen checks, what next?
No, queen can't take. Queen checks. Queen check, you escape,
So
and then maybe you.
probably just you say it's taking pawn. Ah, you sacrifice your queen. Of course, cause after this,
No. That's no. You've gone somewhere else. Go back. Go back. Go
Eh,
back to that check.
after the check, king moves to h3, and that's it.
So if king moves, what do you think is the best distance
Well,
for black?
stockfish is saying
Take
take pawn.
no, I don't. I'm not saying take. What I'm even saying is attacking the queen. Play play e7. Play knight to e7.
Okay. Okay, it's one of
After
the best
e7,
moves.
then rook checks. Rook
Okay.
checks. That's the only way you can stop that mate from coming. Because you see, if you see how this one works now. So if the
Okay.
knight was not there, it would have been a different thing. Now go back and not play that e7. I swear I like this analysis. That's the thing. But it
That's
seems I
it.
will never be this good.
It's always like
I
that.
will never
Honestly, I don't know why.
will never be this good. Okay, now play the e6.
E6.
E6,
Yeah.
knight,
Knight C6, right? Knight C,
yeah,
yeah, it's still the same.
e6,
It's still the
knight
same
c6,
E7.
push,
Then what
yeah,
else again?
push,
Then threaten the
yeah,
bishop.
yeah,
Um,
attack, yeah,
take with
take
queen.
rook
Take back.
takes,
Bishop
you
sack.
take the one, yeah, bishop
What's the
sack.
point of this bishop sack then? Just to open up the
After
position.
take, yes, now if you open up,
And
the whole
imagine,
idea is this f. The whole idea is this rook on f1
yeah,
coming up, like that rook lift. That's the whole idea of that sacrifice.
yeah, I get that. But now Stockfish is saying trade. He's saying
Trade
trade the queens
queens.
exactly. Saying trade the queens.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's trying to. I don't know. What does talk should see here?
I honestly don't know. He said trade the queens.
In this position, I won't trade queen.
Honestly, that's the only thing
You see,
Stockfish
after
is
you
saying.
take wait, so Stockfish is saying that you sacrifice the bishop
And trade
before
queens.
this call end.
And
Before you, I please before the call end. Before the call end.
how many minutes left?
If as a-
We can
I
even
don't know.
we can even do another one. So like another call.
3 minutes, 3 minutes. So there's still time. So Stockfish is saying as you sacrifice the bishop and
And
he takes back,
then you now
you
trade
should
queens.
take the pawn.
Yeah, take the pawn and trade queens, yeah. But then this guy
Okay, so if
says
you take pawn, he
black
takes
also takes
back
pawn.
and you
He takes
take
the pawn too.
takes.
Then he trade
Nah,
queens.
that
Then
one is, should I say that one is not forcing enough.
it's not exactly
It's not
it's not
forcing.
forcing
That's
enough.
what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Say after pawn takes f4, go back. I want to see that. I just know there's something. Go back after pawn takes the bishop. After
Alright.
pawn takes bishop f4.
F4. That's
Yes,
it's
that
brilliant.
that's that's the winning move.
It's brilliant.
Why? Because now you're going for the
Because
you're going for the G.
let's say queen takes that should be blunder, right?
That my PC is low. Yeah.
Check, mate in
After
three.
f4,
Mate in three. Oh yeah.
if f4, if queen takes, yeah.
Oh, check. Then come here. Then
Oh!
wait. This is
Stockfish.
it.
That
But why is Stockfish
Stockfish
not
are bad.
saying? Why is Stockfish not saying trade the queens?
I have no idea. That's what I'm just trying to figure out. Is that one better than this one? Is that one better than this one? Or
Like,
maybe maybe finding f4
let's check
is
Explorer.
maybe like a computer move or something.
What is the lines? There's no lines here. I'm unable to see the lines here. Anyways, that's it, yeah. Let's just wrap it up for the night.
GG's. That's the thing. That's the thing. GG's,
So
bro.
we have
Oh,
guy, Pedigree is going to face Jiglitz. Guy, the Holy Spirit against
the
Jiglitz
Holy
form.
Spirit, the
Against
Holy
Jiglitz
Spirit
form.
cannot work in this one.
Jiglitz form. Jiglitz is he's an absolute beast right now. But
The,
let's see.
the Holy Spirit
Let's
is not
see what's
working
going to
here.
happen. Let's see what's going to happen. Honestly, you guys, yeah, let's stop.
Eh,
Let's stop with this Holy Spirit of it thing now. Is he a crime for someone to believe? It's not a crime for someone to believe in Holy Spirits now. I mean, what do you
that's the thing
think?
now.
I mean, now let the
The
guy
Holy
believe
Spirit
in
is
the spirits.
don't worry, believe your
All right, so that's it, man. That's it. Eric was not able to say goodbye because of the call ended, but we only had 1 hour for us to make the call, and that's over now. So thank you guys for watching today's episode. That's been fun, and oh, we are down to 6 players now. see the next two gets eliminated and the next two that gets to the semifinals. Thank you, thank you, and thank you, everyone. Um, so that's the game. I remain my humble self, Sulaiman Salman LDG, also known as Banga XXI, and my commentators, although none of them are with me right now. We have Pangola Abdullah, also known as Abdex, Mikubro Yetem Tokwe, also known as Topper, and Onimodi Suleiman, also known as Hyrex or Daily Offender. So, have fun, guys.